Hello everyone and welcome back to my channel, and today I'm going to be reviewing Amphibia Season 2 Episode 18A called The Bessie and the Micro-Angelo. And this is an episode right before we go to the third temple. It's basically the calm before, I don't want to say storm, but yeah, because the volcano's not really like a storm, but it's basically kind of relaxing thing before big tension, I would say. Like, if you want something to maybe, I don't say sleep to, but just relax and maybe close your eyes and lay down, maybe be in your sweats, like your sweatpants or something, or maybe something your kids can enjoy if you think temples can be too rough, even though they're really not. That's what this segment is for, and also to give a little bit more, not really story, but I guess a little bit more growth to Bessie and Micro-Angelo, and that's the little snail that Polly bought in Utopia. And basically the premise is that we see Marcy and Sprig and Polly packing up the wagon because, oh yeah, we're going to the third temple, and this is supposed to be the most dangerous one because this is going to be in the volcano. It's very dangerous, so we need to be extra prepared. So, oh, they're going to be taking the wagon. Okay. And it must not take long to get there. And it might be like a day trip or something. And basically and then Polly's like, oh, I went to the planter's basement, remember the secret basement in what's it called, Family Shrub. I went to the armory, and then I got all this supplies. Oh, that's cool, we need to get some rations also. And then Marcy's like, hey Anne, do you think maybe we should change your getup? And if we look at Anne's shoe, you see part of her sock is torn, so you see her toe, and the nails damaged and stuff like that. And then Anne's like, yeah, maybe, yeah, you need another shoe. And then it's okay. I understand the symbolism when we get to it. And then what was it? It's like, oh, I'm called someone to help get your summer look ready, and nice summer look, a look for you to get ready for the temple and stuff like that. And I'm kind of like, I think Marcy maybe should have discussed it with Anne first before changing her outfit, because this is her choice. So that was kind of eh. And then this freak's like, oh, that's cool. And then Anne's like, oh no, Marcy and Sasha always try to change my look to fit in with the crowd. And we see Marcy cutting up Anne's hair. One was very spiky, one was half shaven off, and one of them she was completely bald. And then Marcy's I think I overdid it. Yeah, you think? And then Hop Pop's like, yo, you girls have fun doing that. And he's like, I gotta talk to Bessie. I was like, oh, okay, what's going on here? And then Hop Pop's like, oh, hey, Bessie, old girl, we're ready to go. We're almost ready to go to the third temple, which is in the volcano, and it was to be very dangerous. So we getting prepared, but we have this new snail. Remember Micro-Angelo, the snail that Polly bought back in Utopia at the mall? And Bessie's like, whoa, she doesn't really talk. It's like, yeah, you see, you have shared your rough days, and you're an old snail. You share your rough waters and stuff like that. And Micro-Angelo, he's a cute little baby, and then Bessie's kind of getting jealous. And then he's like, well, I need you to look after him because all of us are gonna be packing and stuff like that, and Marcy and Anne are gonna be busy doing their thing of redressing Anne and stuff like that. So I need you to take care of Micro-Angelo. I need you to watch after him. And then actually I have a question. Then who was looking after him before? Because if this is the first time Bessie is looking after Micro-Angelo, going to the second temple, for instance, actually, you know what? Maybe Frobo was actually looking after him. Yeah, never mind. I'm actually, yeah. I think Frobo was looking after him. He thinks he's a robot, but yeah, I think it's fine. But and then Bessie's kind of Okay, and it's like, oh, can I count you? And she's using one of her eyes to like, do like a salute. And Hop Pop's like, I knew that you won't let me down. Hop Pop's gonna go back to the basement to get more stuff to pack. And then and the Bessie's kind of like, "Rawr," and then Michelangelo's like, "Rawr," and just making noises and stuff. And then like and basically Bessie's gonna teach Michelangelo to like do stuff, and I guess they're whistling and stuff, like they're having like a good time, and well, no, the whistling's after he kind of like trips, and then Bessie's like, what the heck? And he's like, oh, you must be hungry, and I'm gonna go get some food. Michelangelo's immediately gone, and he's a little baby, but like he's like oh, like all jumping and stuff, and now I'm like, oh my goodness, because he's like in the bucket in a well, and the rope is like breaking, and Bessie has to rush over there, and he's like, oh my goodness, like thank goodness that you weren't hurt. Obviously, she's not saying anything because like she can't talk, and then when she's go check out Michelangelo, he's gone again. Oh my goodness, he goes on to this stump where Frobo's like chopping wood and stuff. Why is he chopping wood? Who knows? And then Bessie's just rushing over there to get him. And then, she's like yelling at him because, yeah, this is very dangerous. And obviously Michelangelo's like crying and like, oh, I didn't do anything wrong. Well, at least I didn't think I do it. I didn't think I did anything wrong. And I'll see Bessie's kind of feels bad. Oh, it's okay. And that's where they kind of hugging each other a little bit and they're whistling. This is where the whistling comes in. We get to Anastasia, and not Anastasia, oh my goodness, and Marcy and Sprig. Bernardo comes in. He's like this fashionista newt, basically, or fashionista or something. And he's like, oh, who needs to be dressed? Oh, it must be you. You look dreadful. Like he's like that type of guy, that type of newt. And it's like, oh, jeez. It's like, oh, this is what you're bringing me in short notice. Okay, you've been my biggest challenge yet. We got work to do. Like, he's being so insulting, but that's his character. And he's like, okay, like how about let's try some like different looks for you, and like yeah, he's like measuring her and stuff like that, and he's like, oh, how about this look? It's like a magic, it's like a witch or a wizard type of look, and you can definitely see King's skull from the Owl House is like on her staff, so that's pretty funny. And she's like, no magic. He's like, how about dragonfly, moth, spider, like no bugs. And she's like, okay, how about this one? It's like oh, how about barbarian? No, well, which is really funny. And he's like, oh, like you're, and he's like, guys, I think this might be kind of too much. And then we get to Bessie and Michelangelo, and basically Michelangelo got away from Bessie. He's causing more mischief a little bit. He's being a baby, and Bessie's like going to get him before he gets killed. And then also forgot to mention when Bernardo came in, Michelangelo almost got hit by his will be equivalent to like a car or a carriage, and then like Bessie had to go save him there also. I forgot to mention that part, but basically. Bessie has to rush in, but she's like destroying all the crops and stuff, and she's seeing Michelangelo. And Hop Up gets mad at Bessie. Bessie, I thought you were my good girl. What are you doing? You're supposed to be looking after Michelangelo, but I guess he's just too much of a responsibility for you because he didn't see what happened. He just heard the destruction. He came outside and saw Bessie next to all the broken plants and crops and stuff, all the damage. All right, come on, Bessie. And I thought the chain was too much, just like back in episode 1 where Hop Pop locked Anne and Sprig inside the house and he had the key in his pocket and stuff like that. I thought it was too much. You could have just put Bessie in the pen and Bessie would have just stayed there. But no, he put a big chain around her neck. I didn't like that. Hop Pop, he said, I'm sorry, Bessie, but left me no choice. No, Hop Pop, no. And obviously Bessie's like, Michelangelo wants to play, and Bessie's like really, really mad at him because it's your fault. And obviously Michelangelo kind of gets it. Not 100%, but he kind of gets it. And he's like, And then we go back to Anne's like, guys, this arm is too much. And then it's like and then you see Bernardo and Sprig like drinking tea. Very high, sophisticated. And, sorry, what was I saying? Sorry, I'm getting distracted. Basically, Sprig and Bernardo are drinking tea, and Bernardo's like, "Your friend is so hard to please." And it's like, Sprig, like, "Yep." And it's like, "Hey, what does this thing do?" And then poof, it shoots like a fire like launcher or something, like a catapult, and um it like starts burning all these paper trail, and it's about to hit the boom shrooms. So Polly just put it next to the um what's it called, the flagon. It's probably just put it there, and and then Michelangelo like sees that, and obviously he doesn't know what to do anything. He sees a baby, so he goes to Bessie. Bessie, like, you gotta help, and Bessie doesn't want to listen to him. And then he just screams frankly. Bessie says, "What is it?" And she looks. Oh, the family's in danger. Even though Hop Hop locked me up, I gotta go. But she's just chained up. Hop Hop and then she instructed Michelangelo to go do the job. Like, here's a bucket of water. Go put out the fire. Does a little salute. Michelangelo does a salute. As immediately as it goes, he's like snail is really slow. Um, this vulture thing picks him up. Oh no! And then you see Bessie he's like gonna get him. Like, she's trying to press the code. She breaks off the chain. Like, gets like the door, throws it, hits the vulture, and grabs Michelangelo. The door falls to the ground. She uses that as like the make her leap, and then she like she like throws on the fire, and everything's good. And it ends like in this big suit of armor. And then what's going on? And poof, and like, and then Marcy and Sprig are seeing it, and Hop Hop and Polly come back in, and it's like what happened? And then they see Hoppa sees Bessie and Michelangelo working together. It's like, oh, Bessie, I knew you were my good girl. I'm sorry I called you old and stuff like that, locking up in the barn. But like, you proved that you could handle this. But hey, since you did save the day, you don't have to look after Michelangelo again, because I know he was a handful. But you see, you see both Michelangelo and Bessie like whistling together like before, and Hoppa's like, okay, well, you two know better. I wish it would be nice to be like a tiny snail. And then you see and it's like, what? Can please someone explain what's going on? And then Sprig and Marcy take off the armor pieces except for like the chest plate. It's like, this is perfect. And then Marcy's like, are you crazy? I think I don't want to change my look is because finally, and she's looking into Frobo's like chest plate, like as a reflection going back at her. I'm finally okay seeing like the real me for the first time. Like, the person looking back at me is the person I want to be, which is sweet, and I get it. But the whole point was looking at Anne's foot and like her toenail and stuff like that. I thought she was gonna get like a new shoe. She gets a chest plate armor, which is nice, but it would look cool with her sword. But come on, that was the whole point, getting a new shoe. But whatever. And then Bernard's like, oh, so like unethical, like oh, unconventional. I love it. It's okay. And that's basically the end of the episode. Oh, I also forgot. Hop was like, who left these boom shoes next to the flagon? And Polly's like, I did. Like, oh my goodness, Polly. And okay. Now let's see what I'm gonna give it. If this seems like kind of a too quick of a review, I'm sorry. I just kind of want to get to the third temple and stuff, and this is kind of a slow episode. Let's see. 95, 90. Okay, 95, 90, I give it 85. This was a great episode. Like, it was a B plus. This is even though it was slow, it doesn't mean it was bad. Like, but just a couple things like Hop Hop is chaining Bessie, and the whole thing about, I understand the whole reflection thing. That was a really good moment. I love that, but just the fact that we focused on Anne's foot, it felt like we were gonna give her like a new shoe, or like a how like soldiers and knights have that metal shoe or something like that. I thought we were gonna give that to Anne, but we really didn't. So, excuse me. But again, great episode. Bit slow, a couple complaints, but overall, great episode. And everyone, don't forget to subscribe to my channel, hit the notification bell, give me a big thumbs up, leave a comment down below, don't forget to share the video, and I'll see you guys later today for the second half of episode 18 called The Third Temple. We're getting close to the final temple, like we're right there. I'll see you guys then. Okay, bye.